Oh, okay, a little bit so that people can see me actually, because people can't see me, isn't it? Okay, so you can see me now, and can you see the presentation as well, online people? Okay, so I think just 5-10 minutes initially, it will be a bit of trouble, but after we are in sync, I think things will be very clear. Okay, so yes, guys, the two things we are starting today: JavaScript, and the second thing is we are doing online. So before actually talking anything, first of all, what I have to talk is about who we are. Okay, so there are plenty of institutes outside in the market. So so my responsibility is to make sure that to tell about what we are. Okay, so we are a training institute in London, and we are doing that from last 6 years. And in 2012, we started teaching Java and Selenium, and that's where we actually started. Okay, so from last 6 years until till now, now also we are actually doing Java and automation. Okay, so okay, yeah. So we are very good at doing Selenium and manual. Okay, and however, we still have Selenium and manual, but right now the course is the Selenium course is in London only for Selenium and manual. But you will see, depending upon how JavaScript goes. If this is good, then we will definitely make JavaScript also online. Okay, so Java also online. So yes, we are very much a very branded institute in London. Okay, and a lot of people know about us. It's around like around 500, 600 people we trained till now. So it is very much people know about us. Okay, so people know about us in the face to face, 90%. But now from here maybe we will go global. Okay, so that is about Maven IT Institute. And yeah, coming to me. Um, So I am people know me very much. I am very much expert in Selenium and Java. So I got a lot of videos online. If you just search for Srira Mangajala, then definitely you will see me. So I am very much online on LinkedIn, and I'm much online on YouTube videos. There are a lot of YouTube videos which I was taking. So I'm very much very famous person online on YouTube videos. Okay. Um, so till last before 2 years back, I was more of doing Selenium and Java. Okay. Um, so but now from last 2 years in our company, and our company has completely changed. We started using JavaScript from last 2 years. So from there I got around 2 years of solid experience in JavaScript automation. And in my experience, I had almost Uh, excuse me, guys, I need to admit few people are on the waiting list. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm just okay. Yes. Okay, so coming to my experience, I got very much of experience in JavaScript. So the tool that I used is, initially we started with WebDriver IO, and then WebDriver IO with Cucumber JS is what my strongest area, which we started in my company. And then I was then going into Nightwatch and Cucumber JS. And finally, last 6 months, we did Protractor. And last 2 months, I am doing Cypress. Okay. There's one more tool called Cypress. So there are four tools which I am very good at, which is uh, Nightwatch, WebDriver IO, Protractor, and Cypress. Okay, so that is what my core areas, which I am good at. Okay, and fundamentally, all this kind of tools that I am talking are based on JavaScript. And you can ask me why you had to switch four tools, because in my 15 years experience, I was around 7 years experience in Selenium and automation, out of which 5 years I was in Java and Selenium. So 5 years I was in one tool, but within 2 years I was in four tools. Okay, there's a significant change of way that I am working and the way that the companies are working. So that is the reason why JavaScript is not same to Java. It's completely different. Okay. So JavaScript is not like Selenium and Java. I think there are a lot of people online and here also who know Selenium and Java. So it's very good that you, if you know that, that's perfect. But if you don't know also, but it is still okay that you can have a good start. So the fundamental point is that Java and JavaScript are not same. JavaScript is completely different. Okay. So I'll tell you the differences in a bit. Okay. Guys, who are online, if you got anything, just put your question on the chat. Okay. I can try to reply you. So if you got any question or if you not understand anything, please put in the chat straight away. So that whenever I got some little bit of 2 to 3 minutes of time, I can ask. Okay. And people who are here, you can straight away ask. Okay. Hope it is clear, guys. Okay, I'm going to next slide. Okay. Yes. So before actually talking about JavaScript automation, so there should be some reason why we are learning it. There should be some motivation factor for us. Okay. There should be some fundamental point why we are learning JavaScript. No, no. Okay. So yeah. So fundamentally, JavaScript have some big story why we are learning it and why there is a lot of opportunities over there. Okay. So if you see this, I hope you all can see this, right? You can see this slide. Okay. So if you see this slide, typically what used to be happen is, yeah. So typically what used to happen is we have front end and we can back end. So that is the way a lot of web applications are built. Okay. So you all agree with that? So almost all digital applications that we are talking about, because we are talking about digital applications here, like mobile apps and Angular websites and React websites, which have heavy customer focus. We have millions of transactions happening every day. That is what the digital is about. So we are talking about those applications where they get this lot of heavy front end usability and UX and UI point of things. So for that, there should be some front end applications which have take a lot of UX and UI, and then to all the business logic and all the transactional stuff will be done in backend. Okay, so that is a typical architecture where we can see all these digital applications. Okay, if you take any, yeah, if you take any applications like example, she is Sujana and she is working for matchesfashion.com. So that is again a very big website which is customer focused. Okay, so if you take that application, typically all this front end is either Angular and JavaScript. Okay, so that is where the applications are built. Okay, so hopefully all agree with that. So typically the focus, the way that the world is going, even artificial intelligence and all this and new stuff is have that same thing. You have front end and back end. Okay, so there are some customer based applications, SAP applications, but that's a different context. But when we're talking about automation stuff, we're talking about an applications which are more of front end heavy and the back end heavy. Okay. However, if we see a company A, what company A will does is, that is what I worked in a company A 5 years. What this company does is, the front end is in JavaScript and the back end is in Java, but their automation is in Java. Okay. Do you know why the reason it is in Java? My question is, if front end is in JavaScript, back end is in Java, but your automation is, we are using Java there. Do you know why, typical why it happens? Anybody in the online? Okay. Yeah, the light will adjust. Okay, give me few minutes. Okay. Okay. But is it too bad or is it okay? But we have shared the screen, right? Actually, because they will get the actual presentation on online. Okay. Okay. Let me just check if I'm sharing the screen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Now check. Okay. Okay. Now I think it will be very clear. Okay. Check online once. Okay. So online guys, I think I shared shared your shared the actual screen instead of my face. So you don't need to see my face. You can just see the screen. Okay. So is it better, guys? Okay. The people online, is it okay? Thumbs up. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Okay. So yes. So coming back to the context. So my question is, why people are using Java if the front end is JavaScript and back end is Java? Is there any reason behind that? Can you give a guess? People online can give a guess as well. They can chat. I can give an answer so that there's one guy here who can feed me back. Okay. Yeah, very good. Anything else? Simply, why we are using Java as an automation tool? Simple question. So, guys, anybody can unmute and give a try. Online people. Yeah. Okay, Java is platform independent. Okay, it's a good question. A good answer. Anything else? Okay, good point. So Java is very much in the market. So a lot of people, when people are talk about Selenium, so by default, what is Selenium is about? Selenium with Java. So people all know Selenium. Selenium is actually villain of our complete architecture. Selenium is not a hero now. Selenium is a villain. It actually drove everyone towards using Java behind it. Okay, except company have a different hard policies like C# and stuff. Okay, but today we are talking about the world, different world. But however, because Selenium is very much in the market. That is the reason why uh, Selenium is good with Java. So people thought, okay, Selenium is Java. Let's start Java, and that's what our institute did. We last 6 years we taught Selenium with Java. Now also we're doing it. Okay, because it's the basic fundamental rule is that Selenium is always good with Java. Okay, but to be honest, we are not talking about Selenium anymore. Selenium is nowhere in picture. Selenium is gone. We're talking about JavaScript. Okay. So yes, there is no hard rule that people should not use anything. And because Selenium is a good friend of Java, and so in the market point of view, Java is very good. That's the reason why people are using Java. Okay, that's the first point. Second point, a company B, they may be using Python, but still your front end is back end is Java. So people are using Python. You know why people are using Python in some companies? Because yes, business friendly language, and some people started with Python. Yes, Python is a good, and this just started. There's no rationale behind why they're using that technology. Okay, so that is what company A and B does. But that is where the problem starts. So now, like this, there may be few companies who are using Ruby, okay, and JavaScript and Node.js. So now the problem is now companies have realized that automation is not a part of a separate entity. Now they want automation is also part of their development. Okay, so that is the reason why they want to push that now the companies want to push that your technology what you are using should be equal to what you are developing in automation. So automation is just like unit test. You know unit testing. So unit testing is the code which is written in their own, the code to test a code. Okay. So if the unit testing is, think about, can you have a unit testing of JavaScript using Java? Will it be possible? For example, you got a Java code, so you have some Java application. Can we write unit test using Ruby? That is very silly. Okay. So you can't have a different stack for unit testing at all. Any language you take, any word, any unit, Java, JUnit, Ruby, RSpec, anything you take nowadays, the unit test is should be always the same language where the development is. Okay. Now, if unit testing is the same language, why automation is a different language? Automation was a different language because the only reason is nobody cares. Till now, nobody cares. Automation, yeah, automation, QA stuff, we don't care. But now it is not like that. Your automation and your BDD is also part of your unit testing. The way that you do unit testing, you have to do automation. Okay, so if you take your testing pyramid, previously we got unit testing, integration testing, and end-to-end testing or acceptance testing. But acceptance testing is completely different. But now I will show you in a demo that your front-end application, the way that unit tests are writing, exactly the same folder we are writing automated tests also, which is the front-end test. No, even the business don't care about unit tests. They want the acceptance test to be run using your front-end tools like JavaScript tools or Selenium. Okay, so that is the reason why your front-end. Now the people are writing the BDD test as a part of unit test to make sure that everything works. Okay, so that's the reason why you can't use a different stack. You have to use a stack which is very much the same as front end. That is the reason why all the front end tests are now tend to be written in JavaScript. Okay, so I'll repeat again why we are using JavaScript, because the front end technology is almost React, Angular, whatever, any technology you take, even the mobile applications are written in JavaScript. Okay, React Native and Cordova, whatever you take. So because we got a lot of front end heavy applications, and JavaScript is very much into the market, into JavaScript into the front end application development. That is the reason why. First thing is JavaScript is very famous, and second thing is because the tests are in JavaScript. What is the problem of us using Java? It's no more. Let us use JavaScript as a part of your front end automation. Okay. Now come to backend. There's a lot of companies even moving to Node.js also for backend. Backend also, previously people used to use Java, but the world is moving. Even backend also people are using Node.js instead of using Java or Scala. Okay, so again backend, but that is not yet there. We are going there, but backend also Node.js is coming. But however, let us focus on front end. Okay, make sense, guys? Online guys, make sense? Thumbs up. Online people, please. All okay? Understood? Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up. They can't see me. Okay, I think they're charting. Let me just check. Was it big? Can you please record and share the session? Okay. Okay, so let us move to the next slide. Okay. Okay. The most interesting part. Okay. So again, why JavaScript? Because can you see this? This is a typical job spec for one of the company who want to hire a JavaScript automation tester. A few important aspects here. Okay, so first aspect is, what is the day rate here? Okay, 500 pounds a day. Is it looking good? Yes, it's really good, really nice rate. Okay, so 500 pounds a day and there's a lot of demand and there's no supply. Okay, there's no people out there to talk about JavaScript. Okay, a few things why it is. So the demand will definitely come when there's no supply. So here the supply is absolutely, there's no supply at all. I can say that if there are 100 roles, only 20 people are there in the market. It's a lot of demand. If, however, that 80 people are good at Java and automation, but companies that don't want Java, guys, enough. Selenium is over. Selenium is become like a manual testing. Everybody knows Selenium. Okay, so Selenium is over. That days are gone. So now the people are looking for JavaScript, and because there's no, initially this contract raise is 300 pounds. No people. They raised to 350. No people. They raised to 400. No, guys, nobody is coming for 400 also, because whoever got JavaScript deals are already there in 500 mark. But they have to learn JavaScript. They cannot. I mean, they can do it, but not easily. Okay, because Java is a compiler language, and Java is very easy to do it. and you got a lot of intelligence help and a lot of things going on. But JavaScript is not you, because we are coming from a testing background. We are not a very technical guys. So learning Java itself is a little bit hard. Now going into JavaScript, which is an interpreter language, which don't know what is class and object, is feel like, oh, okay, so it's a different world. So that is learning is a little bit difficult. It's not easy. Okay, so this fundamental root cause difference. If you know Java, you can use C sharp. You can learn C sharp just like that, because the points are it's the same thing. But if you are good at Java, you can easily convert, but you need to have somebody like me to tell you how to learn it, to be honest. Okay, that is where we are all here. Okay, make sense? Okay. Audio is really bad. Audio is really bad. Give me 1 second, guys. Um, is it for okay? 1 second. Where is Aditya? Guys, is audio is clear for other people online?
Sir, chala clear. Sir, it's very clear.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Adi. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Okay,
I'm coming
Adi.
back in 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5 minutes, sir. Just 5 minutes.
Okay, okay. So audio is clear for you?
Yes, sir. It's very clear.
No, okay, okay. Guys, it is breaking. Little bit of breaking will be there, but anyway, you will have a recorded session for the people who attended. Okay, who are attended here, they will all got the recorded session. Okay, okay. And anybody who are if you got any question, you can put in the chat. Okay. So anyway, coming back to. So coming back to this, okay, so why there's a lot of demand for this is because, yes, obviously it is a skill, but it is, I mean, uh, people are not able to take the Java guys, because even internally also it's not easy to train, okay, because the training itself need a kind of a way to do it, okay. That's where we need to come into picture, okay. So yes, there's a lot of demand, there's a lot of roles, and this is just a beginning. I was talking to a lot of consultants, and they're saying that we need a lot of JavaScript guys. Okay, they are literally saying this lot of demand is going exponentially high, because everybody is moving towards that. Okay, so front end is already moved. The only thing is only QA testers are yet to be moved into JavaScript. Okay, so okay, so yes, let us go to why is this demand. As the first point is, yes, the demand for JavaScript is because the fundamental point is that the most companies are moving towards digital. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so everybody is digital means everybody want to make a front end complete, back end complete. Whenever there is a front end and back end separation, then the companies, the next point that they look is, let me have an automation framework in the front end technology rather than a out of the box technology. Okay. Second, JavaScript is a developer friendly. Yes. If one more important thing is, because automation is not now a QA thing, automation is an organizational thing. Everybody in the company want automation, because they know that the value of automation is so strong that if you got good automation, then they can deliver anything within an hour. In my company, we will deliver within an hour. 1 hour, when the story is complete, within 1 hour, it will be in the production. So they want everything to be quick. Everything to be quick, they will need to have a lot of automation tests, because I can develop a functionality in a minute. But the only problem with any company is regression testing is the biggest problem. Regression testing is always a problem, because I can put 100 features in 2 minutes, but that's fine. This will work. But what is the guarantee that all the features will work? The regression is the biggest pain point for any company, and that pain point is being handled very much happily using this JavaScript tools. Okay, because they got a proper coverage, and the JavaScript runs in milliseconds, not in seconds also. Okay, so the big point here is that everybody is looking towards automation. When the people are looking towards automation, then QA is getting a lot of pressure. Okay, so he's the only one guy who is doing it. Then the companies have changed the way that people are doing. Even the developers who are actually writing the development code have to definitely write the way that the developers how to unit test. They also how to write the automated test. So they had shifted the automated test from developer to, sorry, from the QA to developers. So now they're saying that all developers, you also have to write your automated test. If you have two features that you are developing, you are the person who is responsible of unit testing. You are the person who is responsible of doing automation. Now, if your Java guy is JavaScript pro, will you ask him to write the code in Java automation? Think what? I'm a JavaScript pro. You ask me to write Java automation. Why? If you give me a JavaScript automation tool, I can do in 2 minutes. So that is the reason why JavaScript is developer friendly, and even JavaScript automation is also developer friendly. So because developers are very much involving into the development. Next. Yes, coming to compared to Java, Java need is heavy. Java is like REST SOAP services is very heavy. JavaScript is like REST services, very lightweight. Okay, Java is very heavy. To run a Selenium test, there are hundreds of microprocessors that you have to run on your processor. The processor will be very heavy, but JavaScript don't need any processing. It's just like that. So I will show you the demo. JavaScript is stuck. That's it. So in our company, we use multi-threading. We have 856 tests which will run in 4 minutes. 850 tests run in 4 minutes with 5 multiple threads. Okay, means one thread is around getting around 160 tests, but it just does like that. Okay, so JavaScript is very, very fast. That's the reason why front-end technologies are very much moving with JavaScript. And similarly, Java, see, it is not the problem with anywhere, but the compiler, the way that JavaScript works is JavaScript works in multi-threading. It won't run in single thread, it will run in some multi-threading. So that's the reason why JavaScript is very fast to run. Okay. Now, so however, JavaScript is also like that, but also one more thing why there is, as I said, for JavaScript, there's no one tool. If there is one JavaScript tool which everybody uses, then there may be 100 institutes in London and in Amirpet, Hyderabad, which will come up that I will teach you this. They maybe have 100 advertisements coming that I will teach you the way that Selenium and QTP are. You know, QTP and Selenium, everybody teaches that. Every institute teaches that. But if you ask any institute in India or in the UK or anywhere in the world, ask them to teach JavaScript, they will like, we don't know what to teach because there's no one solution in JavaScript. It's not protractor, no WebDriver, no one night watch. There are multiple tools in JavaScript. Okay, so you can ask me, sir, then what your institute is offering me? I won't offer you a tool. I will offer you the fundamentals of how to develop a framework using JavaScript, using any tool. Okay, because Selenium, where we teach Selenium, but even though we teach Selenium, the problem in Selenium is after few classes, we will teach automation framework, and we teach Maven, and we teach kind of continuous integration and stuff, which are common. Similarly, any tool in the world, any open source in the tool in the world, the fundamental point is you need to have an automation framework, which is the base for any kind of tool. So I teach framework for you. You choose the tool. Okay. So what I'm teaching, I'm not teaching it. I'm teaching JavaScript framework. I'll teach you how to create a JavaScript framework, and you decide you have to put A, B, C, or D. So we are talking about 4 tools here. Here's Nightwatch, WebDriver, Protractor, and Citrus. And tomorrow something else will come, like Concept. The day after tomorrow something else will come. So if I teach one tool, you will be like again coming back to me. So you taught this, and I'm now out of the market. I will not teach anything. We are like a machine learning, where I will teach you how to learn. You learn what is out coming there. Which makes sense? Okay, so I will be teaching you the framework. I will teach you the fundamentals of JavaScript here, of how to create a package.json, how to create a framework, how to use. Then the tool is just one line. Instead of downloading Nightwatch, you download WebDriver. That's it. Instead of WebDriver, you put Protractor there. Instead of Protractor, you put Concept there. Instead of Concept, you put something else there. You can, this completely depending upon you what tool you want. But I will teach you the fundamental basics of JavaScript so that you can go to your company and day one you can say that I can automate using JavaScript. Then they'll ask you what tool. You tell me what tool. Okay, Protractor is very friendly for Jasmine. Sorry, Jasmine and Angular. For React, you can use anything. It can use Cypress or you can use anything like Nightwatch and WebDriver IO, because WebDriver IO has its own thing, Nightwatch. So from my point of view, if the company also using React, then I will say go for Nightwatch. It's perfect. Okay, but if the companies are not, you're talking about end-to-end, if the company is talking about unit level test, then go for Cypress, because Cypress is good at unit level. But end-to-end test, Cypress won't do. Nightwatch is a better one. So like that, you can understand that I'm not talking about one tool. It is depending upon you people. So that's the reason why I will not teach you a tool, but I will teach you a fundamental framework. So what I will teach you here, the fundamental framework, how to develop an automation framework. Okay, using JavaScript. That's what I will teach. I will not teach any tool. I will never teach you Selenium. Okay, so that is the point. Okay, so finally, I think that the point came. So why there's a lot of demand for JavaScript is because JavaScript is not easy. Okay, so if you go and Google about how to learn JavaScript, you will get 100 different kind of results. But you will scratch your head. Okay, which one is correct link? If you want to learn JavaScript, go to W3 schools. It will teach you how to JavaScript using HTML, which nobody cares. Okay, so if you, the JavaScript that I'm talking is completely high level than the basic JavaScript that which W3 schools is talking about. Okay, W3 schools and the basic JavaScript which I'm talking about completely different, but I'm talking about completely different. We're talking about a framework level. So it is up to you. If you go to Google, you will never get any single solution. Okay, so that's the reason why it is not easy to learn. It's very hard to learn. Okay, so again, I'm reiterating why it is hard to learn compared to Java and JavaScript is because JavaScript is not a compiler language. JavaScript is an interpreter language. It never throw you an exception until unless you go to that line. But Java straight away it will say that there is some unchecked exception. Straight away say that there is some problem. Example, you create an interface and a class, and you don't implement a kind of a method of an interface. Then Java will straight away say that compilation, it will say that you haven't implemented that method. But here there's no concept of a class. Till it go there, then finally it will fail undefined. So 99%, if you got 100 lines of code, 99 lines it will work. Then 100 lines it will show a problem. So you can't debug, you can't you don't know what is happening at all. So debugging in JavaScript is around 0. You can't debug. How many people know how to debug in Java? Raise their hands. You know how to debug in Java? You can put a breakpoint and you can go there, right? Unfortunately, you can't debug. Second point, how many people use IntelliSense? You know that when you type driver dot find element, this IntelliSense, right? So people use that. Without that, I can't even write one line of code in Java. Because if you put select dot, new select, then it will give you select by visible text, select by visible value, get all the elements. So I can read it and I can use it because I don't know what is APIs. I can't read 100 APIs at once. So JavaScript, Java is very easy. You can write it. So it will help you. But unfortunately in JavaScript, there is no class and object. So your compilers don't know what you're talking about. So it is not easy. Okay, so very, very difficult to learn. Okay. How does JavaScript be developer friendly? Yes, JavaScript is developer friendly because I'm talking about a JavaScript developer. For a JavaScript developer, what is the best language? Somebody asked me online. So I'm talking about JavaScript developer because the front end is more of JavaScript. So for a JavaScript developer, obviously he likes JavaScript. He don't like Java or any other language, right? So as simple as that. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay. Cool. So we got a lot of big problem. So I know it is good to learn, but learning is hard. All agree? We know there's a lot of there's a fruits out there. There's a lot of money out there for us to go and take it and put into a bank. But going there, we know that there's a lot of money out there. But going out get that money is not easy. It's not a cakewalk. You can't just walk. You need to go and swim. in the water, and then you need to do a lot of hard work. Then only you can go out there. Okay, so that is the main point. Okay, so then for people who are online and people here, so is it harder for you also? No, it is not for only the people who are online and on the here classroom. For you, the good news is it is very easy. Why? Because why? Why it is easy? Because you are here and I am here. Okay, because I am here to teach you in a very, 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 very easy way. Okay, the only thing is you have to just concentrate. Okay, so guys, I'm just repeating. It is easy for you people who are online and who people are here. It is easy for you because I will teach you how to learn JavaScript in a very, very shortcut way. Okay, so I'm not telling you will be pros, but I can make sure that you got that 500 pounds job. Okay, after getting a job, you will learn from there, right? So the target is to get that job, right? So I will teach you how to get into that, job. After getting into that, slowly after a few weeks, you will use the basic stuff which I'm touching. After that, you will become pros. After a few weeks, few months, you will say, sir, you're absolutely good, sir. Just going into that, you taught me, because I'm not saying I will make you JavaScript pros in a 4 weeks time. I can't do it. Nobody can do it. I can teach you how to get out of the road, and from there, after a few months of experience in a real time, then you will become pros. Then you can feed back to me, sir. Yes, sir. What are you, sir? I'm become a pro now, but you have given me a good start. The initial kickoff is important. That's what I'm here for. Okay, make sense? Okay, guys, anything, any questions? Offline, online? Any people have any questions before I go to next slide? Okay, let me go to the next point. Just my mouse. Okay, so how to learn this? So what I will teach you is the first thing, the fundamental thing that I think you need to write your notes now. Okay, take your phone and write that. Okay, the first thing, I hope you all got notebooks and pens. This is where you need to put your pen and paper. Okay, or if you got anything, mobile phone notes, write it down. First, what you will learn, what you will teach you is, I will not teach you, I will teach the basics, very basics of JavaScript. Because without that, you can't do anything. I will teach you what is JavaScript basics. Okay. The second thing is, okay, so again, I'm not talking about only JavaScript here. I'm talking about the whole ecosystem, which includes NPM and Node. Okay. So what I will teach you is, after basics of JavaScript, I'll teach you what is the basics of NPM. What is NPM? Node Packaging Manager. Okay. So I'll teach you what is NPM, Node Packaging Manager. Okay, which is equivalent to Maven in Java. Do you know what is Maven in Java? I think many of the people know that. Maven is your build tool, which will make your life easy by building the whole package and deploying it or testing it, doing whatever it is. So the fundamental point of using Maven in Java, similarly, we got something called NPM, Node Packaging Manager, which will help you to do a lot of stuff, including bundling the whole project and executing for you. So Node Packaging Manager is the second thing that we learn in this part of the course is NPM. Okay. But don't forget that I will not teach you like a JavaScript developer. I will teach you a JavaScript automation tester. Okay. So if you want to become a JavaScript developer, then my next topic will be Grunt, Gulp, and Node.js. If you are a JavaScript developer, don't write it down. Okay, so from here, the train goes in a different direction. Okay, we are not a JavaScript developers. I can't make you a developer. I can make a good automation tester. So that is the reason why from here the train will go in a different route. Okay, so okay, so that's it. Now we are in the testing world now. So what I will teach you from there, after NPM, I will teach you a typical testing framework. I will teach you what is required for you to open a browser and to close a browser. Okay, that's what the automation tester should be good at. Okay, he should be good at opening a browser and closing a browser. Yes. That is where the first, if I go to any company, the first thing that I do in my company is I will create a framework so that the first test for me is open a browser, close the browser. If that is done, the basic things are done right. So for that, you cannot just do like that. You need to have your framework. In this case, you need to have your package.json ready, and your config file ready, and your test cases ready, at least one test case, the before and after, so that is where your basic framework is maximum of 10-15 minutes if you can sit down. So I will teach you how to open it, and that is what the next thing which I will teach you. Okay, so I'll teach you framework. See, again, I'm not talking about the tools, which I will talk about the tools in a minute, but I'm not talking about tools here. Okay, now you can do anything. It can be in parallel also. It is just one configuration which you need to do. Yeah, we are running in parallel only. Answer for you is okay, because running in parallel and sequence is just one line of code. Okay, which I'll tell you. Okay, which I'll show you. Okay, so right. So yes, after that, after teaching about the basic framework, what I will teach you is, then I will teach you, say again, the basic framework that we are doing in 15 minutes. If you show that your Scrum Master or product owner in your company, he will say, get lost. What is this? You don't have anything. You don't even run some 50 tests. So I don't want your framework. I want the outcome of it. You want to see the actual test running and failing if there's a bug. That's a big point, right? So that framework is not enough. However, we need to adapt of using a little bit commercial tool rather than a basic tool. So it's step by step. Okay, it will take some time, but as a part of our 4 weeks course, once you are good at basic framework, then I'll teach you how to use a boilerplate framework, which I will give you a framework. Is I'll give you a little bit advanced framework, maximum 5 to 6 test cases. That's it. Okay, which runs seamlessly using any tool. So I will give you a boilerplate framework. This boilerplate framework is the thing which is a starting point for you to start any automation commercially. Okay. The previous point is for you to get satisfaction. Yes, I can create a framework. Without you cannot create a framework. If I ask you to go and download a boilerplate, it will be a stupid thing for me to do it. You can't directly use some code and
okay. I think the voice. Okay, 1 second.
Can ask them to lower their volume or something?
No, they're not talking actually. I'm running on the battery actually. Okay. This default speaker. Okay. So let me. Okay, so it's all default now. Okay, go back to Zoom. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Is my pause, disable, video panel, audio options. Computer radio, phone call. Adi, can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Guys online, can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, thank you. What is a boilerplate? Okay, yeah, Vipul, good question. I'll come back to you. Okay, give me 1 second. Very clear now. Okay, thank you. So yeah, what is a boilerplate? Boilerplate is nothing but a framework. It's like a skeleton framework, which have the few tests, which actually we have very few tests. It's not the whole framework ready. It got the configurations. It can actually run different browsers, and it can do basic like login and logout tests. It is like a skeleton framework which can run your test. So in the boilerplate, it's a skeleton. So what you have to do is you can add your own test cases. Example, you want to test bbc.com. still have login and log out, which can work. Then you can, from there, you can add multiple tests. It's like a skeleton project which have all ingredients. It is about you to add more stuff into that. Okay. Okay, so that is about boilerplate. Is it clear, guys? About boilerplate?
Can you just let me in?
Okay, did you request? Okay. Where is your participants? Participant. Waiting, okay. Okay. We're just testing the audio here. Can you hear me, Adi?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, okay. So that's about boilerplate, guys. So coming back to this, so yeah, that is what we will teach here. I'll go to next slide because it's a lot of talk to cover. And finally, coming to the other stuff, what I will do is once you got the boilerplate framework, and then the next thing is once you got boilerplate framework, then the next thing is about locators. Okay, because everything is different, everything is same, but the two things which is definitely we need to learn. One is APIs, is nothing but your like find element, driver.find element, driver. What you call get. We got a lot of APIs, Selenium APIs. Similarly, we have to learn few APIs. We will start with protractor. We will learn protractor APIs, and we will learn locators. Locators are the crucial part for any open source tool. Even Selenium and anything, the locators are very common. So 99% in protractor and any tool, normally even JavaScript, people like to use CSS, okay, not XPath. CSS is very important locator, okay? Because the few tools like Nightwatch, they won't know what is ID. They don't know what is name. They don't know what is, they only know what is CSS, okay? And few cases it's XPath. So it is always good to learn CSS. That's the reason why we need to be good at CSS. Okay, people, I think Selenium users are very much comfortable using ID and class name and XPath. Okay, I think unfortunately we need to forget those things. We are in a new world where CSS is everything. Okay, so we need to write good CSS. That's where we need to learn two things, which is now we are going into the tool. We have to learn a little bit of protractor APIs and locators. Locators are common for all the tools, but this is exactly where a little bit at the end. Example, like after 2 weeks of the course, then we will learn the APIs, which is nothing but specific to the tool. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we will learn locators, and then again, it is a common stuff. We need to learn what is step definitions, because ideally, I would always recommend that we use Cucumber again. Cucumber is still a good thing to actually use it. Okay. Why Cucumber is so good? Can people tell why Cucumber is so good?
Because it also helps in generally the business scenarios also.
Okay, it is business friendly. Yes, very good. Anybody else? Why Cucumber is good? Online people can chart. Online people, please, can you tell me why Cucumber is a good tool?
BTT. It's open source as well as it helps explaining to your product component business people very easy way.
Yeah, it's written in BDD.
It's a non-technical way. Behavior driven.
JavaScript friendly tool. BDD streamline. Yeah. So yeah, Cucumber is good for BDD. However, even a non-technical person can write the test cases using Cucumber. Okay, Cucumber. So if you go to companies, a manual tester, you can still involve him into Cucumber. So guys, I'm waiting for more responses in online. I know there are around a lot of people there, but I want everybody to respond. I did at least 10 responses online. Why Cucumber is good? Okay, so it will give me confidence. So guys, can you please type chart why Cucumber is good? Why Cucumber is a good tool? Can you write it down, please, guys? Guys, online, I'm talking about you only. Please type why Cucumber is a good tool. I won't leave like that. Okay, I'm a different guy actually. Okay, easy to learn and implement. Very good. People, okay, easy for manual testers, develop test cases. Very good. Gayatri, good answer. Yes, good. Who else? You need to take a pause a bit. Okay, 2 minutes. We need to pause. I need everybody to answer. Why Cucumber is a good tool? Business friendly, easy to incorporate the framework. Yes. Business QA developer can understand that. Okay, very good. Arjun, your answer is very good. It's like a three amigos. Business, QA, and developers. Three people can actually on the same page. Perfect. Business friendly. Everyone in business follow tests. Exactly. Very good. I got, I think, six answers. 4 more people. Come on, guys. 4 more people. I want answers. Okay, I'm taking all the people's name who is responding. Okay, so you're already in my eyes. Okay, so please, why Cucumber is a good tool? You can Google it because I'm not. Code is easy to reuse. Okay, very good. Yes, the steps are very much reusable. That is also one important thing, right? If you write a step, you can reuse multiple times. Very good point. Okay, somebody copied and pasted. Who is this guy? RSS. Guys, please don't. I mean, I said to Google it, but not copy paste it. Okay. I think who is that guy? RSS. RSS, you are good, but if you do something silly, it should be at least what called trustable. If you copy paste 4 to 5 lines, it's okay. I know you have not written by yourself, but you copy paste to 25 to 30 lines, then shows that you copy pasted. So not good. Okay. Anyway, come on, guys. Too much effort to answer your question. Too much effort. Oh, too much effort. Simple question, isn't it?
No. I think he was addressing to RSS.
Oh, okay. You're talking. Okay. Vipul, good point. No, Arun, good point. Anyway, nice. Okay. So anybody want to talk and give the answer online, guys? I can unmute you. Anybody go? Everybody, anyone want to talk? Powerful time versatile tool. Okay, Gayatri, I think your answers are very good, but I want everybody to answer. Come on, guys. Priyanka, Cora, Bionos, Cora Boynes. A lot of people who are online. Come on, guys. You can unmute and answer also if you want, please. 2 more minutes. You need to go fast. Anybody online, or do you want me to forcefully unmute and ask one guy question? That won't be very good. Good to start where who are not technical. Good. Okay, you're very good. The people who are not technical, good to start. Very good. Okay, I will randomly pick one guy online and ask a question. If I don't get one more answer, shall I take? Shall I take this? Tejas Kumar. I think you are randomly picked. Okay. Hi Teja. How are you? Tejas Kumar. Hello. Hello. That's the reason why we need video. Okay, come on, guys. That's the reason why, guys, we need video. I think you are not attentive. Okay, so Teja Kumar, I think I need to remove you if you're not answering in 1 minute. Teja Kumar, 1, 2. Guys, I should be rude at some points, please. I'm here to test. That's it's okay. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Bhagya, good answer. Tejas Kumar, I'm looking into you. Are you there, or are you online, or do you want me to remove? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I need to remove you. Okay, so it is unfortunate. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Teja Kumar, I removed you. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Okay, well, guys, I think guys, I got a good answer. Yes, Cucumber can write test in plain English language and Gherkin language. Perfect. Okay, we'll move on. Okay. Yes, and one more thing. I think people already like this page object model, right? You like page object model? Why?
It helps you run your tests like now. And then like you can pick up any test cases and run individually, and you can run in parallel.
Yes. It helps to maintainability. It's good to maintain the whole test. Okay. You can put your locators and actions at one place. So if you have so many pages, it's always good to have your page object model. Okay. So yes. And finally, continuous integration and continuous delivery. Yes. This is all common. So if we write our test and running locally, nobody care about it. We need to, guys, the world is such a way that be serious. You have to write your tests in parallel with the development. So the companies what they're looking is the testers should be in parallelly develop the automation when the development is happening. So you need to push your code along with the development code. Okay, so it's very simple.
Basically, you're referring to STET rules.
SDET rules, yeah, kind of, yeah. That's what I think. That's what it will go. Yeah. So typically, the definition of done. You know what is the definition of done? It is a rule that how the ticket will go into done status. So the definition of done now includes that your automation is also part of your front end ticket. So typically, in the previously, when you complete the development, you used to test it, put the more storage done. Whenever you got a time, you take your Selenium and Java and do the automation. That is the way that people are used to do. There's no rule that you have to do an automation, and when you do automation, there's nothing defined. But now days are completely changed. You have to write your automation along with the development. So even the pull request cannot be created or the pull request cannot be approved. Means at least one line of code won't be going to your master branch if you don't have an automation test along with the unit test. So the people take unit test very seriously. That's called DDD. And now the people are taking your what you call your automation also very seriously. Okay, so the things are very, very serious now. That as a QA you cannot actually just skip anything. So the way that unit test developer writing is not like you write your automation test or developer writes it. You know why I'm taking? You can ask the developer is writing the automation test and why I am learning JavaScript. It's not like that. You need to know. If developer is busy, you can write it. If you are busy, he will write it. It's both. But if you can't have a manual tester or a Java tester along with the developer and say that you please write it, I'm busy. So what happens? So until the developer will complain. I got double work to do. I need to develop, I need to test, BDD test. So I can't do this job. Or you would say that this guy is waste guy, being one more JavaScript developer or JavaScript tester. Okay, so again, the problem will be there. So that's the reason why, to be very, very honest, you should be good. So why I'm talking about that is that is so severe now. So your automation test that you write is not only for regression purpose, but at least for the code review purpose and your continuous integration. Everywhere you need to make sure that you write your code and put it into CI and C pipeline, and that the run tests always they should run and they should pass. Okay, if everything is good.
So what is the ratio in the Scrum team between developers and testers? Is it 4 to 2? Is there any?
It's not like that. Even 5 to 5. I mean, from my experience, 5 people is to 1, 4 to 1 actually. Okay, 4 to 1. If it is more than 4 people, then they'll take one more guy. Okay, so typically 4 is to 1 is what I got. Okay. Okay, so let me go to the next slide. Okay, so yes, so now I think pretty much people are convinced that yes, there's a lot of need and a lot of demand for JavaScript. Yes, and how to learn is, as I said, is very simple. This is a very clear step-by-step process for me. I will teach you JavaScript, I will teach you framework, and I will give you a boilerplate. Finally, I will teach you the APIs, which will help you to create BDD test and the other side. Okay, so to create a BDD test and locators, page object model, and finally integrate the test into CI and CD pipeline. Okay, make sense? That is all about how we plan. Okay. So now, okay, sir. Then what is the exactly? Now open your box. You are actually hiding your box till now. So what is the tools that we are learning here? Because you are, in your title of your ad, you talked about protractor, JavaScript, and WebDriver. So now what exactly we are learning? You are exactly learning what I said. Okay. So let us start with protractor. Okay. So today itself I will give you a small demo how to use protractor. Okay. Which is not a very big thing. So the first the thing that you have to learn is once you are good at JavaScript, basic of JavaScript, then I will teach you what is Mocha, what is Chai, and what is protractor. Okay, so this is your first. This is definitely which is part of this course. Okay, so I will teach you protractor. Okay, because a lot of company like Sky and everybody are looking for protractor people. Okay, now, however, this Mocha and Chai is not BDD. So as I said, Cucumber is important. So I will teach you Cucumber and Cucumber along with Nightwatch. Okay, so Nightwatch is just like an advanced version of WebDriver IO. Okay, I'll tell you about the tools, but I will teach you Nightwatch. Okay, this is the two tools that I will teach you. Okay.
What you're saying is Sai plus Nightwatch or Sai plus protected by that?
Choice for assertions. It is like JUnit. It always should be there. Okay. So yes, I think good point. I think let us. I'll tell you the analogy between Java and JavaScript. Okay. So you can quickly note it down. Okay. Java is a language. Similarly, JavaScript is a language. I think better you take around 2 columns, Java and JavaScript. Okay. So in Java, we got JUnit, right? The JUnit is what? It is used for unit testing. It is only typical for unit testing by assertions and annotations. Okay. So it's for unit testing, assertions and annotations. So typically in JavaScript, we got this chai. Okay, chai is what we drink, right? It's time to have a chai. Okay, maybe after this. Okay, so chai is equal to JUnit. Maven is equal to npm. Maven is equal to npm, which I already said. Okay, and we talked about pom.xml. In Java, we got pom.xml, which is the actual configurator. This is the core of your this one. Similarly, here we got package.json. Write down package.json. Or you can type it in the chart so people will understand. Okay. So yes. So equivalent pom.xml equivalent is package.json. Okay. And then we got WebDriver. WebDriver equivalent is protractor. Okay. WebDriver. Nightwatch or protractor, anything. Yeah. Okay. You can replace them. Okay. You can take protractor or Nightwatch. Okay, because typically in the tools that I'm talking about, you people have to watch out for only one thing. It is nothing but.
Please repeat just once again. I'll just type.
Okay. So Java and JavaScript. The first thing is JUnit, and the equivalent is chai. Guys, Aditya is typing. Okay. So JUnit is equal to chai. Okay, and npm is equal to Maven. Otherwise, Maven is equal to npm. Maven equal to npm. Okay. Question: what about the reporting and logging tool? I will come there. Good question, Narun. Okay, I'll come there. Form.xml is equal to package.json. Okay, and then your WebDriver equal to protractor by Nightwatch. Okay, and then what else? Cucumber is equal to Cucumber.js.
What about Mocha?
Mocha is like Cucumber only. Mocha is like Cucumber only. Okay, just try to. I'll tell you more about Mocha. Okay.
So what's the equivalent for Cucumber in JavaScript?
Cucumber.js. Cucumber.js. We got exactly Cucumber.js. Okay. And coming to reporting, actually we got protractor. We got Jasmine reports. Jasmine reports in protractor. Okay, we got Jasmine reports. And coming to command line, we use typically in Java we use Maven command line. Like we use Maven test as a command line. For command line, we use Maven test in command line. Typically in JavaScript, either we use the two options. Either we use the own tool, like protractor itself is a command line. It can run as a command line. Protractor itself can run as a command line, or we can use npm. We can use protractor or npm as a command line. Okay. The significance of command line is so important that when you going to Jenkins or any kind of continuous integration, we cannot use our IntelliJ development tool. We have to use definitely command line. Okay. One important thing, we use IntelliJ or Eclipse, right? For Java development, write it down. We use IntelliJ or Eclipse, but here we have to use WebStorm. There's a tool called WebStorm, which I'll show you. We use WebStorm for our development purpose. Okay.
We have also used Atom.
Yeah, Atom and Sublime, yeah, we can use it. Yeah, we can use it. But because IntelliJ is almost equal to WebStorm. WebStorm is very easy. Okay. Cool. Let's go to next product topic. Okay. So yes. So what tools we will learn? We use two tools, which are the star mark. But the other two tools which I will go through. Okay, because Cypress is very much out there in the market. Cypress is very, very, very good. Is going. So because even I'm telling you, right, in my experience, I used 4 tools. I start with WebDriver, then go to Nightwatch, then I use Protractor, then finally, right now in my office, Friday, on Monday, if you ask me what you did in my office, I did Cypress. Okay, Cypress is very, very advanced, very, very, very nice tool. Okay, it is again JavaScript tool, but it is very, very good. Okay, so I will go to run through that. That is part of our course. Can we use IntelliJ as well? No, we cannot use IntelliJ. We have to use WebStorm. IntelliJ is, we can't use it. We can't use IntelliJ. Okay. Okay. So yes. So okay. So let me do one thing before going into details. Let me open one more. Okay. So I'll share my screen. Give me 1 second. There's one more presentation which I'll show you quickly. I will go through that very, very quickly. Okay. Can you see my screen now, Adi?
Your screen. 1 second. Yeah.
And, how do we read the data from either Excel sheets or database?
We have to use any of the package. It's like Java on the JDBC. We got few packages. Okay, so
That means we need to use Java as well.
no. JavaScript itself have a lot of tools. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me push this. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Desktop too, or I will use this presentation. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this presentation. Where is white? I can't pull it here. Okay, this 1 second, guys. I just need to make sure that these people can see this. So yeah, this is okay. Okay, you can see this. Yes, guys, you can see online people can see the presentation.
Try to keep your presentation on screen.
No, it's okay. As you work out all.
Okay.
కనిపిస్తుందా?
Now I cut again.
Yes. Okay, can you see now? Take a minute, but I think people can see. So I think, because of this online offline thing, that's the reason why the classes that we're planning for next week is 5 hours, 12 to 5 o'clock. Okay, typically I can complete in 3 hours, but still I know there's a little bit of friction on all these kind of things. I know that it can happen. Demo today is okay, but from next week I'll make sure that we got enough time so that we don't waste much of time and make sure that everything works. Okay, and we got 5 hours so that the longer time we got, if you complete early, then we can go early also. Okay, but I'm putting that 5 hours buffer so that we can have good brainstorming sessions. Okay, and no time waste. Okay, Adi Chodagalwa?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So yeah, I'm just comparing the tools. Okay, so why you can ask why Protractor? You're too much confusing our brains instead of giving a clarity. Okay, I will tell you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, typically, why Node.js? I think I already covered that. So it's client side, it's lightweight, and all these things. So now, I mean, as people know that there's a lot of tools outside the market, and all these people are very much confused what tool to use. Okay, the same way that you got confusion. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of confusion about what is the best tool to use. Okay. So to clear the confusion, let me actually show you The three tools which I'm comparing today. Okay. So yes, what is protractor? So protractor is a tool which is a wrapper for WebDriver.js. What is WebDriver.js? Is nothing but a tool which is coming from the WebDriver technology. So protractor is a wrapper of that. Why is a wrapper? Is nothing but protractor is a very much friendly to AngularJS applications. Okay. If you take any AngularJS applications, there are two problems. First problem is Angular locators are always dynamic. You can't get at least one locator except you use XPath. But when I'm saying XPath is not recommended, then you will be in a problem. So what I'm saying is, if you take an Angular application and start testing using Nightwatch.js, you will be in a problem. Okay, it is not 100% problem, 90% is okay, but 10% you will struggle with locators. And the second thing is Angular's weights are very dangerous because Angular uses Ajax. However, Angular is more than Ajax. It is very dynamic in nature and coming to the weights. So you don't know when it will wait. You can't use jQuery and nothing. So the weights are very horrible in AngularJS application. Even any front-end application is horrible. But Nightwatch can handle all these weights properly. But however, AngularJS weights are very horrible. So that is the reason why this protractor is a tool which can directly understand how AngularJS works. So means it will put a finger in the technology of AngularJS and it will try to get few things out of it. So it can talk to the AngularJS framework directly instead of just like a black box. So it is a kind of a gray box tool for AngularJS. Okay, understood? I'll repeat it again. AngularJS is a different technology, and protractor can directly interact with the APIs of AngularJS and get few locators as well as can handle weights. This is the most challenging part of any automation guide. Okay, if you all know automation, the biggest challenge in automation is always locators and weights. Agree? Okay, any experience in automation industry, if you ask, the main problem with automation is always about weights and locators. So these two problems have been properly handled by protractor for AngularJS applications. Okay, so this doesn't mean that protractor cannot be used anywhere, and this doesn't mean that any other tool can use protractor. It can still work. Okay, it's not a problem, but it is recommended that you have to use AngularJS. It's like summer. If you go to summer, people recommend to wear cotton dresses. How many people are here with cotton dresses? There are few people who use a normal dress, right? I mean, it's not a cotton, it's a polo. So I'm using it. So I'm not out of this world, right? I can still use it, so nobody stops me. But it will make me hot. Okay, so it will be comfortability. That's it. Exactly in the same analogy. You will never have any problem using any tool for any technology. Front-end point of view. However, AngularJS is good for protractor is good for AngularJS. Okay. So apart from that, yeah, it is very much good for our stuff, error reporting, inbuilt testing, and parallel testing as well. But however, protractor will never support mobile. Okay. Why? Because Angular will not do any mobile application development. Only React will do it. Okay, React and other technologies. Okay. So let us go to WebDriver.io. Yes. So WebDriver.io name suggests it actually came from WebDriver.js only, but it is a little bit advanced from WebDriver APIs. Okay. So the fundamental problem is, not a problem. Fundamental rule is that WebDriver.io is a typical standard Selenium kind of a framework, which actually have all this support. Okay, it is good. It have a inbuilt runner. It is very, very good. Okay. WebDriver, if you ask me, it's like WebDriver in Java. It got everything in it. Okay. But when you are talking about JavaScript, I'm telling it's not like Selenium. It won't stop. There's a lot of evaluation. People will not be happy with whatever it got. A lot of JavaScript developers will need more. So that more is provided by our champion. Who is the champion? Who is the champion? Sujana. Champion is Nightwatch. Okay, so this is a night watch. I like night watch very much because I am a fan of it, because it got a very good things. Okay, so night watch is good because it supports page object model. Okay, which I have not written here. I'm just searching for that. Okay, I will show one more slide, but it supports page object model and it supports weights very much. Okay, I don't want to go in detail, but it supports very much, and it supports cross-browser testing. Okay, so we can run all the tests in all the browsers. So Nightwatch is good for cross-browser testing. Okay. Anyway, in our course, we are not going to WebDriver, we are going to Nightwatch, which is a good sign for you because you're learning something advanced. Okay. And it got good assertion libraries. I mean, I don't want to bore right now in the demo class, but if we go into Nightwatch, I will tell you about the things. Okay. Now, yes, I mean, that's what I was thinking, right? Yes, this is continued slide. I forgot about it. So yes, Nightwatch supports page object pattern, and the Nightwatch is very good at. It is very good. Okay. Ideally, it's very good. I will go in detail. Okay. Yes, I think this is the most important slide for the whole session today. So guys, can you all see this slide? This egg, 3 eggs. Okay, so yes, or not. So you can see that this is a very important slide. Okay, so Protractor has the basic stuff. Okay, but it got a little bit Angular support. Apart from that, it got the basic support. It supports all the browsers. It got inbuilt test runner. It runs the test parallelly, and it is good. Okay. However, WebDriver is a little bit more than Protractor. Okay, because it actually supports its own custom. So Protractor is not based on Selenium kind of a stuff, but WebDriver is very much like a Selenium. Okay, so it is very advanced because I know from my experience. Okay, but if you can see in Nightwatch, it got all the basic fundamentals of Protractor and WebDriver. However, it also got Nightwatch.js, which actually got page object model and its own assertions, and it got debugging mechanism. It's very advanced. Okay, so it got a lot of additional features, which is nobody will talk about. Okay, so Nightwatch is very big. It got everything in it. Okay, makes sense? Okay, guys, so let me go back to our slide, and then let me, because I think I'm boring too much, let me show you a small demo of how we do Protractor. Okay, shall we? Shall we do some coding? Okay, because this is not a manual testing class, this is a coding class. Shall we do some coding? Okay, I'll show you these two tools, Protractor as well as Nightwatch today. Okay, so yes, again I'm telling whenever I'm talking about this stuff. Okay, so yeah, so whenever I'm talking, so whenever I'm talking about any front-end tool, I definitely need an application for me to test. Okay, and I don't want to use bbc.com or facebook.com to test. Now the mindset for me is completely different. I want my own application to test, which is running locally. Okay, I don't want any application to run somewhere else because my application and my code should be in the same place. That's the reason why I will not use any external system, but I will have my own development system, development tool. Okay, so what I will do right now is you can see that a small application which is very bad, which is not a super application. Okay, before going to this, let me show you a small application, which is this. Okay, hopefully people can see this. Okay, yeah, this is a small application. It's still loading. Give me 1 second. It's loading locally. Oops, give me 1 second. I think this is okay. Yes. Guys, can you see this application? Small application. Okay. So this is an application which was developed locally. It's a React application which is running in a local server. Okay. So I am going to localhost 4001. Okay. And the server is running here somewhere here. Okay. This is where my server is running. So typically, I also want you to download some applications and deploy locally. Don't test nopecommerce.com. Don't go to facebook.com. That days are over. You are in JavaScript world. Okay, you should be able to have your own small application in your local so that you can test it by yourself. Okay, no internet required. Okay, that is what the fundamental difference when you go to in your company, you have to deploy your application locally and you have to test it. Okay, it's not like you always have to go to UAT server or a test server. So that mindset is different. I want to change your mindset so that you are a proper JavaScript automation tester rather than a Selenium tester. Okay, so I want you to, I will give you that when we start course, I will give this application for you so that you can locally deploy it and test it. Okay, so yes, you can see that the application is running locally, which is in 4001, and this is this application. Okay, so you don't need to be a big application. It actually is simple application, which actually have some login, sign up, homepage. It's just like a Facebook application. We can post something and we can give a like and we can do some comments. It's a small social media application. Okay, if I put in live, nobody will come to this site. This is so rubbish, isn't it? So it's not a commercial application. Okay, so it's not a big application. I'm not a big developer. This is a small database. This is small front-end code. That's enough for me to start my automation. Okay, makes sense? Okay. So now this application, guys, online, can you see this? You need to make sure that. Guys, can you see this? Okay, perfect, thanks. So this small application, which doesn't do much, you can post it, you can like it, and you can favorite it or something like that. And you got some tags, you can filter through tags. It's simple React application, okay, which does the job. It's all very, very front-end application. Okay. So what I will do now is this is task for me. One is I will create a small test. I'll run a small test. You can see that I'm running. Second thing is I will write a test in front of you and see how I'm doing it. Okay. So this is the similar thing that I'm expecting you to do in the similar, like in the all period of time. Okay. Make sense, guys? Shall we start? Okay. Perfect. So this is this protractor. So you can see my black thing. Is it clear? I think people here you can't see it, right? I know this. Let me make it big.
Switch off the lights.
Maybe yeah. Okay, I'm using PHP Storm and WebStorm as well. Right now it is PHP Storm. JavaScript. What is that? Editor. Editor. Yes. Okay, and the size is if family fields. Okay, so okay. Size how much? 18. Okay, visible? Yes. Okay, guys, all online visible? Can you see the screen? Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, so typically this is my protractor code, which I was written. Okay, so I will explain you a few bits and pieces here. Okay, we're talking about package.json, which is this. Okay, so I got a small package.json, which is nothing but a small JSON file. I'll explain you in detail when you go into the course. Okay, but we got small package.json. It got some code. So typically, my code, you can see that my code have, the important thing is protractor 2.5.1. This is a main library which I will be using. Okay, apart from that, you can see that I'm using Jasmine and I'm using some other sauce slabs and stuff which control continuous integration. But I got some basic stuff which I need. Okay, So right now it got few tools which I'm using it. Don't go in detail into that. That is where at the end of the course, if you don't understand that, you can ask me. But in the demo session, I won't expect that you all learn this straight away. Okay, it'll take some time. Okay, so it got few stuff here. So importantly, what you people have to just watch out is this file. There's only one file which you need to worry about. Okay, this is a simple script. What I'm doing here, I am just going and signing up as a new user. Okay, so the code is very much similar to Java. Okay, it's very simple. The first thing is driver.get. Okay, similarly here I had written that a code which is right to go to the local host 4001, which is my local machine. Okay, second thing is it click on a link. So this is very simple. In our WebDriver, we got driver.findElement by dot partial text, partial something. So similarly, here this is my locator, this is a by, and this is an element which will be loaded using that locator, and I go and click it. Okay. So here the fundamental things that you need to learn is this is an API which is coming from Protractor. This is an API which is coming through Protractor. This is a locator which you already know, and we are completing a task here. Okay, so this is a simple. So this is a simple test which actually goes and clicks on that button. Okay. Next, similarly, similar to WebDriver, I am actually going into creating a user. So this is an XPath. So as I said, the few places we can still use XPath. Nobody stops it. Protractor supports very much XPath if required. So it's not a big problem. So here I'm using XPath here. I'm using partial text, and here I'm using tag name. So I can use anything. However, this is the best way to do it. If you take this line number, which is this line number? Line number 46. Okay, so line number 46 is 48 is very interesting. Line number 48 is nothing but I'm using a CSS. Okay, if you see that when there's a dot here, this is CSS locator. So I can use CSS locator. For CSS locator, I don't need to mention that I'm using CSS, because CSS is a part of the whole core of the Protractor. Okay, so you can see the significance of CSS is that you don't need to mention it explicitly. You can directly create an element of it. Okay, and then finally you can see this. See this stuff that expect to be true. So this is nothing but asset equals in JUnit, where you are comparing A and B. Okay, so comparing that element, something is present after some time, is it correct or not? Okay, so this is nothing but your assertion. So assertion is nothing but expect to be true. So it is not exactly like Java, but the way that things work here is little bit different. Okay, so what I'm using here, I'm using helpers, and this is actually coming from our assertions. Okay, so this is an assertion. I'm making sure that I am able to see the sidebar. Okay, so let's go and run the test. Okay, so I will go and run the test by using Protractor. As I said, Protractor itself is nothing but our command line. So I'm running the test now in Protractor using Protractor keyword. So now it is actually opening that. You can see that it opens and it fails because the account is not duplicate. Account is duplicate. Okay, because I already created in the database. It's saying that. So obviously, what we are expecting right now, test should fail. Fail. That's what we want, right? We don't want everything to be passed. We want something to fail. There is a reason. Okay, it's failing. So how to make it pass? Okay, so go to code, use your common sense by creating a new user here instead of a old user. Okay. You know how quick it is? To be honest, it's very, very quick. I had wantedly kept some sleeps. That's the reason it is slow. But otherwise, it will be very, very fast. Okay.
We can't use weights here.
You can use weights here. Yeah.
Because you use sleep.
It's hard-coded sleep. It's like a pause.
Okay.
I'm just pausing it for the people's purpose. Okay, so that's over, guys. So I think you can see the test is already passed. Okay, and it is all 100% pass. Okay. Now let me take these weights out. Okay. See how quick it will be. Okay, so 5 and 5. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, start. Yeah, okay, it's loaded. You can see that. Okay, that's it. Over. Okay, quick. So still I'm running locally without any Chrome and little bit. That's the reason why even there's few weights which I'm keeping. But normally, if you put in continuous integration, it will be very quick. Okay, so this is the thing. So now it is for me to write one more test just to log in. Okay, so I'll do that. So this user is already registered. Shall we log in with that user? So let's go now and copy paste. Don't do much because I'm a bit lazy. So what I will do is I'll just copy paste the test, and what I will use is sign in as old user. Make sense? Username and password. So what is required? So you have to, the fundamental rules are similar. You need to go to get the locator. So what is the locator here? Email and password. Okay, and sign up. So I need to get locator of this. This is still same. I need to get a locator. So I will take a session how to get locator also if people don't know about it. Okay, but this is simple. So yeah, you can take this class. Okay. But anyway, how many buttons are there? Only one button, right? So I can still use the tag name here. Okay. So what I will do is simply, I will take this username out. It is not required. And button and sidebar. That's it. Very much. We're done. Okay. So what I will do is, I will comment this test, and I will run the other test. Okay. Okay, you can see that now the test is, will go to sign in, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so it will wait for the page to load. It's still loading here. It will go load, and then go to sign in. Internet is a bit slow, sorry for that. Yeah, okay. That's it, very much. Yes, that's it. So it went and logged in now. So it's very quick. I mean, because I haven't kept any weights here. If I put this, then it will wait. Okay. So shall we run it? I'm running it again just for the purpose of you to have a look. Okay. This is using protractor. So see again, as I said, guys, this is all about framework. So in the test, you don't see much difference. It's very simple. But if I'm not there, if you want to start from scratch, from zero, that is where you will get a problem. You don't know how to configure. You know where to start, where to stop. So as I said, framework is important. Writing the code inside is about APIs. You know you know what is click, what is element, and what is locator. So APIs and locators are only two things that you need to know. If you are also good at Java, WebDriver, it's very, very easy for you. So that core bit is very easy, but the ecosystem is difficult, which I will tell you. Okay, it's all over. Okay, guys, make sense? Shall we go to Night Watch now? So there's one more thing which I'll show you in a minute, and we can conclude it very soon. Okay. Okay, you can see that. Now I think people will be more happy because I'm not showing a code here. I'm showing some Cucumber test here. Okay. So I think somebody asking some question. Do you know long sessions take class? I have 1:30. Okay. Now it will be Gayatri. It will be like next 5-10 minutes. That's it. Okay. And I think we are not using Selenium. Why Selenium standalone server is started? See, internally it is Selenium server, which will make the things. It will be Selenium server. I think JM, I'm replying for you. It is Selenium server internally, but externally it is not WebDriver. Okay, we still use Selenium internally for our testing purpose. Okay, yes, coming back to this, guys, this is a night watch, which you already, it looked like a Cucumber, right? Cucumber and Cucumber JS are both same. You still need to follow the Gherkin language. Okay, so that is what my course is about. The basic, the first part of the course is about protractor, writing in Mocha and Jasmine and Chai, okay, which don't have Cucumber. The next version, a little bit later, I will teach you the whole Cucumber and page object model. Okay, so this is a Cucumber which already people know from last few years. Okay, so here you can see that I still have page object model, which is perfectly fine. You can see the page objects, and you can see that I got few stub definitions and I got few helpers, hooks and helpers. Okay, so you can see that it is a similar framework which is similar to Java and Cucumber. Okay, so I'm trying to match as close as possible. You can still see that there is a Cucumber feature files, and you can see the stub definitions somewhere here, which is this. So this is the stub definitions, and here instead of Java we are using JavaScript. Okay, you won't see that class and objects, but we can directly see few methods here. Okay, so JavaScript is don't have any, Java don't have class and method and objects. Java is not an object-oriented programming. It's all about modules and your what you call interpreting language. So you don't need an object and class to do anything. So can you see a class here? No, but if you go to stub definitions in Java, you will definitely have a class, right? So in JavaScript, you don't need any class. JavaScript is about interpreted language. You can write anywhere, anything. But you can see here, it is simple. We are calling a method called define support code. And that method is coming from Cucumber Nightwatch. And we are just using the code. And what are you seeing here? Client.url. Client is nothing but your driver. Okay. URL is nothing but open. So similarly, we got few analogies. Okay. So APIs is my bit. I will teach you how to learn APIs. It's just a matter of you converting your mindset from Java to JavaScript. Okay. So I'll teach you the comparison differences. Okay. So this is the step definitions. And you can see the page objects. So you can still see the page objects similarly that we did. We got locators in the top and the actions in the bottom. Okay. So in your page object in Java, what you do, you got locators and methods. Similarly, see, it is not the rule, but the way the framework that we have to define is so that we know what is the value of page object model. It is only me who can write. If the people don't like it, still they can directly use step definitions. It's like Java only. Okay. So like creating a page object model is not mandatory, but it is nice to have. Okay. Locators and stuff. So we got few things which we will discuss later. Okay. Finally, reports. So we got these reports. You can see that I got few reports here, which is something like this. So what I will do is I will external tools. So how to open this report? Just 1 second. This is a HTML. This one HTML report somewhere here, which I want to show you. No, I think these reports are consumed by Java, what you call the somewhere else. I'll show the report later, guys. Okay, because this is a JSON report, you can see it, but this JSON reports is consumed by your one more tool, which I will tell later. Okay, which is consumed by somebody else. Okay, so let me run a few tests and we can conclude it. So you can see that I'm running Nightwatch now. So you can see that in Nightwatch, what I'm doing is I'm just running some Nightwatch tests. So what Nightwatch now is doing is it is actually implementing your automated tests. So your goal of your course is you will be able to do all these things at the end of the course. That is the point. Okay. So now what happened? The browser is opened. Now this is Nightwatch, which is controlling the whole browser, and then it does some tests. Okay. So it opens something and it actually runs few tests. So you can see that Nightwatch is coming into picture where Nightwatch is running all the tests for you. You can see that all the scenarios and stuff. Okay. The test is failing because there are few things which are being changed over the period of time, but you can see that the whole one step by step is getting executed using night watch instead of protractor or WebDriver IO. Okay. So the point here is, guys, the only thing is you have to leave it with me. I know how to teach. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you are seeing here are similar to what you already know. It's only for you to map between those things and get everything in the right place, and you will be a JavaScript automation tester. Okay. So just to conclude my presentation, let me go back. Okay, guys, I'm just concluding here. So what you will teach, so basic sessions. From next week itself, we'll have basic sessions where I will teach the basics of JavaScript. I will teach you basics of NPM commands, Node.js, and then the next level is boilerplate and Mocha, Chai, weights, asyncs, and locators. This is the basic setup. So next 2 weeks will be basic classes for you. Okay. The first class will be on JavaScript basics. I won't show you any browser or anything. That's not required. Let us get back to the basics. What is a variable? What is the try catch? How to create a method? How to pass a method to one more method to one more method? How to call different across two different files? There's no class object class thing in Java. So it's files. So file A, file B. How to transfer the data? So those kind of things and JSON notation. So I will teach you the basics of Java next week. Okay. And the coming week will be your NPMs, and then I will teach you the basic framework, how to create a single test using protractor. Okay. And then I will teach you boilerplate and remaining other things like your few Mocha and APIs. Okay. Finally, when we go to advanced section in our course, which is nothing but after 3 weeks, so I will teach you about all these things like parallel testing that you asked, page object model, automation framework, Cucumber.js, continuous integration, and Sauce Labs integration. We can run all these tests in milliseconds in Sauce Labs. I will teach you the advanced concept when we go to the advanced state. Okay. So typically it's very simple, basic JavaScript, and then go with a basic framework that you people write and run your test. Then follow boilerplate framework, then go to advanced. There are 4 layers that you need to cross. When you go to advanced, it will be very, very easy. You can understand all this advanced stuff. Okay. So you need to give me that time, and you need to be concentrating on these things. Okay. So yes, what else? I will be other rules of this class, because I think Gayatri is going. The class will be always Saturdays 12 to 5, fixed. Nobody can change it in the world except me. Okay. I also not change it. Don't worry. Okay. So Saturday 12 to 5 every week. Okay. For now, next 4 weeks. If required, we may go to 1 more week. Okay. Maybe it will be 5 weeks. Can't hear you. Okay. So anyway, it will be recorded. Just go to slides. Okay. So apart from that, what I will give you, I will make sure that you got all this stuff. Okay. And I will give you one application internally that you have to deploy and test. Okay. So finally, out of this 4 to 5 weeks of the course, I'm telling 4 weeks I'll try to complete starting next week, or if required 1 more week, you have to go. So it will be maybe 4 to 5 weeks, depending upon how it goes. Okay. So what I will give you are as the part of the course is every session will be like this. I will record the session and I will give it to you after the class into a YouTube video or something. Okay. So that you can revise. You'll get a recorded version. Number 2, I will give you a source code day 1 itself. Everything that you're writing, and I want to give you a source code so that if you are not able to practice also, you will get a source code. 3rd one, I will give you some sample front-end application just like this so that you can deploy locally. Don't test on bbc.com and stuff. Okay, the days are over. You are a sort of developer in test now. I will give you the training notes, and I will take few practice sessions. Maybe in sometimes I will teach you 1 by 1 like a lab session. Where you come to online, I will teach you lab sessions where you guys can come and ask 1-to-1 questions, and you like workshops. Okay, so at least 1 or 2 workshops we will have somewhere maybe in the middle of the week or somewhere which will plan. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, so that you people will be hands-on at the end of the course. What will happen at the end of the course? At the end of the course, what will happen is this. Okay. So end of the course, I will make sure that you guys are good to apply this job. Okay. So this is the target for me, and you have to leave it for me, and I will make sure that you all get this kind of jobs at the end of the course. Okay. Simply, I will make you ready. Getting the job and you going and getting a job, that's a different context, which is something different. But I will make you the product ready. How you to sell yourself, that is, you know how to sell yourself, that's a different thing. But it is up to me how to make sure that you are good at this. Okay? Okay, guys, make sense? Online, guys, okay? Okay, guys, I know, but I'll send you the recorded session, don't worry. And I got the attendance. So all these people who came online and who are on, face-to-face and online, I will create a separate WhatsApp group so that I know these people are really serious and interested. Okay, I know there are 220 people or 210 people in the main WhatsApp group. So now I will create one more WhatsApp group for you only people who attended this session. Okay, and who came here. So that like this. Okay, and immediately after this class, I will send you an email with all the details of the next steps, what to do and how to enroll for the course and how to come to next week. Okay.
For hands-on, what prerequisites software installations?
I'll tell next week. For next week, you don't need anything. If you got WebStorm, that's enough. WebStorm, I will send you the link again. Okay, send the WebStorm link into your email. So once I need your confirmation that you are attending the course. Okay, so I will send an email, and from the email, I will send you the details. If you're happy, please enroll. Yes, I'm going with the course, and next Saturday, 12 o'clock, we'll be here, and we'll start the actual stuff. Guys, any questions? Any questions, guys? Online, guys? Any questions? You can type it. You got 5 minutes. Gayatri, I think you can go. I think your kid will be waiting for you. Okay. That's fine. What about assertions? How we have in TestNG? Yeah, for assertions we use chai assertions. Expect dot to be should be equal to contains. There's a lot of assertions in chai. That API that I will anyway teach you, that is part of the course. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Gayatri. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I will send an email immediately after this. Okay, and then I'll create a WhatsApp group for these people, and let us, all the serious guys, let us chat each other. Okay.
And those tools, do they support mobile native application testing?
There's one tool called wd.js and apm.js. They will support mobile app.
Purely to test web application.
Yes, web and responsive web and mobile web, not the native apps. Native app is a little bit different. But if you got a requirement, let me know. I can help you. In my company, we are using wd.js for mobile automation because that's a little bit different thing. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Hope you guys will enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Any other questions? You can let me know. You got my email address, which I will put in the chat. Okay. Or my WhatsApp number. You can ask me anytime. Okay, so you got my number, WhatsApp number, and an email. Any questions related to payment or sessions or duration of personal circumstances, the background? I don't understand anything. I understand 50%. Is there any special help for me? Because I'm a special candidate in the world. I need special assistance. Yes, you can ask me. We'll see how we can do it. So any question you can ask me. We will do our best to make sure that you are at the right place. Okay. Okay, guys. So thank you very much. Thank you, Arun. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. Okay.